share a little band history with us?
Well, the Hate started back in 1977. The first show that we got to play was at the VFW Hall downtown, opening up for a Zydeco artist named Clifton Chenier. And after that, there was a club that opened downtown called The Island. It was called Paradise Island. We affectionately referred to it as Parasite Island. And that was kind of basically our history of starting to play at a more regular basis.
Wow. I've heard that you opened up for some pretty significant bands.
Yeah, we've done, over the years, we've opened up for 7 Seconds. I just guess it's kind of bad, I'm just drawing a blank. Just, you name it, we probably opened up for No Effects.
Could you tell us who your influences are?
Well, when we first started, I liked the Ramones and got into Sex Pistols, all that stuff. Even later on, got into all the California punk bands. There was like X and the Deadbeats over out in California. I thought the Weirdos were pretty cool. And even the earlier New York scene, I was kind of listening to it, but I think the Ramones were probably the biggest influence because they actually came to Houston, and it just seemed like every time you turn around, every couple months, they came to town. I remember one concert I really loved was the Runaways opening up for the Ramones, and we had to go out to this bar out in Pearland. It was called Max's on the Border, and it formerly had been a country western bar. It had wagon wheels for lights, and it was still back in the late 70s when disco was around, so they were kind of offended that the people that showed up weren't going to fit their dress code. So at first, the ripped up clothing didn't kind of sit well, so they're making everybody wait outside, and they talked to them, and after a while they finally let everybody in.
Wow. Who does the majority of the songwriting?
I'm the principal songwriter. I write the lyrics, I write the songs.
That's absolutely awesome. Do you ever get in the pit?
Not anymore. I can remember I put a stop to that back when I went to a Black Flag concert. It was back in 1982, and it was just, what I thought was kind of funny was I went with this couple, and she didn't like the idea that the people were being really rough. So she had a knife, and she pulled the knife out and made all these people back up. Right then the security grabbed her. So I went to the back of the hall to see if I could tell her. I said, hey, she's with me, you know, she's getting arrested, or if it's okay, just let her go and we'll leave now. And all the time I was trying to get through the security, and then I finally did. Someone was tapping me on the shoulder, and I was just kind of going like, leave me alone, leave me alone. And it was members of the Black Flag, and they were going like, aren't you Christian in the Hates? And I just thought it was so funny. I just kept on saying like, just leave me alone, I'm trying to take care of something here. And I finally stopped her and I said, yes, I'm Christian in the Hates. I thought that was kind of funny how my name had kind of gotten out there, because there would be bands that came, California punk rock bands would come to town to go, hey, Houston. I said, you know, if they're talking to someone, I said, do you guys know of Christian in the Hates? Like the Angry Samoans who come to town or something like that. Just all those punk bands.
That is so cool. And what's next? Are you guys in the studio? Are you working on a new CD?
Well, it's going to be, I want to do a new recording, but so right now I'm really pushing hard on writing new songs. Yeah. So what's been really nice, we play shows and we get to debut songs as I complete them.
That's great. That's great. What about upcoming shows? Where can we see you?
Yeah, we're playing the Summerfest Free Fest on June the 6th at 2:30. That's going to be on a Sunday afternoon. And we're going to be playing at Fitzgerald's. And we're going to be playing at the roller derby, the women's roller derby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's July 26th for Fitzgerald's and August the 21st for the roller derby, which is going to be at the Kicks Indoor Soccer, which is on, I think the address is 611 Shepherd.
Definitely going to make that show. Absolutely going to make that show. Do you have any advice for young kids, new bands just starting out?
I think they need to be professional about it. I think I meet too many bands where they just get together and just get drunk, and I think they need to be more open-minded. I think there's a lot of people out there that just are too hung up on how they dress and being obnoxious or just being out there just to be seen. I think they're too selective about who they want to put out to other people, who they like, and being very, actually I think they're very closed-minded.
Right, right. I'm going to throw something at you. Sum 41, punk, not punk?
They're punk.
I think so too.
They're punk.
I think so too.
That's part of what I was saying, the advice. A lot of people are just too down on people negating, oh, they're not punk, they're not punk. To me, everybody's punk. The real poppy people are punk, the real hardcore, it's all punk.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree with you more. Absolutely. Let me ask you this. Where can we find merchandise? You guys have a website? Find out information about new shows, merchandise, CDs?
We have a website, TheHates.com, and we have a Facebook. So if you go to that site, it's going to let you know about our Facebook site and our MySpace site. But primarily just go to TheHates.com.
TheHates.com.
It has some videos on there, has our discography on there, it has our merchandise listed on there. Has some, I'm kind of proud of the journals that we put in there, so if you're more interested in more, not want to know more detailed stuff about the Hates, you can go back and look at the journal entries.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Christian, thank you so much.
Thank you, it's been a pleasure.
I really enjoyed this.